Hey everybody, and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars review. This time we're going to be taking a look at set number 75388. This is Jedi Bob Starfighter. This set comes with 305 pieces and is recommended for ages 8 and up. And we're going to start this review by taking a look at the minifigures that come in this set, starting with Jedi Bob himself. This figure doesn't come with a lot of printed detail, but that's because it's meant to be a recreation of a figure from a 2002 Republic gunship. A cool detail about this figure is both his face and chest print have showed a little bit of weathered detail just to show the age of the figure. Jedi Bob also comes with his hood and cape that he also wore in his original 2002 set. And I find it to be very surprising but welcoming that this figure has made a return here in 2024. Jedi Bob does come with a second facial expression that has him being a little bit more stern, as well as his classic green lightsaber as an accessory. The next minifigure we're going to be taking a look at is the Anakin Trooper, which is a very strange looking minifigure to me. What they did is they took a Mon Calamari head and just slapped it onto a Stormtrooper body. The figure does come with a nice chest and leg print, and if we spin it around to the back, you can see it comes with a relatively solid back print as well. But again, this is just a very interesting looking figure, but I do like the head sculpt of the figure. I think it looks rather good. You'll have to let me know what you think of this figure in the comments below, and be sure to like the video if you're enjoying my review so far. The Anakin Trooper also comes with a blaster as an accessory. Up last, we have a Gonk Droid Servo or Servo. On the front side of the droid, you can see a printed control panel next to a green stud meant to represent a neon light. And as we turn to the side of the droid, you can see a good variety of different shades of blue and gray just to give it a little bit of extra color and make it look more interesting. And other than that, there's not really a whole lot more to say about Servo here, but I do like its overall design and I think it's a rather neat inclusion to the set. And again, you'll have to let me know what you think of this in the comments below. With all the minifigures out of the way, we're finally ready to talk about the main build of this set, which is Jedi Bob Starfighter itself, which I think is actually a rather impressive build and has a very sleek design. Taking a look at the Starfighter from a top-down perspective, you can see that it has a very symmetrical build, which just makes it really aesthetically pleasing to look at with the eye. The Starfighter does come with a couple of stickers found on both sides of the ship just to give it a little bit of extra detail. There's also a sticker found on the top part of the ship here, which again just adds a little bit of detail to the ship overall. A cool thing to note is that this part of the ship can actually be lifted up to reveal a banana and blue milk inside, which is Jedi Bob's favorite snack. Picking up the Starfighter from the front here, you can see LEGO actually used a couple of ice skate pieces for a little bit of extra detail on the front engines here, which I think was a very creative part usage, and I think it looks really good overall. And as we make our way around to the back of the ship, I do want to note that the back engine detail looks relatively good too. On each side of the Starfighter, you can also find a flick-fire missile, which of course Jedi Bob can use to take down his enemies and save the galaxy. If we pick up the Starfighter again and look at the bottom, you can see that the ship actually comes with a landing gear that can be retracted into the ship. You can also pull it back down just to give the ship a little bit of stability when you have it sitting on a table, which I think is a necessary inclusion for this build. The cockpit of the Starfighter can be raised up to get a little bit of a better look at the inside, which comes with a printed control panel and has a relatively solid design for a brick-built chair. And Jedi Bob fits into the Starfighter rather nicely, and he's ready to take on the galaxy. This set retails for $40, and while I do think it is a great set, I do wish it was maybe around $35 instead. But if you decide to pick up the set, you are going to get a very solid Jedi Starfighter build, and of course Jedi Bob himself. Thank you so much for watching my review. Be sure to like the video and subscribe for more brick built reviews.